Welcome back, eDiscovery viewers. Today we're going more over legal terms. Again, like previous videos, if you are a tech person, this are the video series to watch. We explain what different legal terms mean, and if you're from a legal background, these are not for you. You just check out our other videos on YouTube while we talk legal. Today we have Yitzi again. Yitzi, thank you for joining us. So let's get started. I have jury and grand jury. So maybe you can explain to us what jury is, and then how does jury and grand jury compares. And the place you hear about grand jury, of course, is when you are getting called to do jury duty.
Well, a grand jury is generally for criminal proceedings. Normally, it's also not the same. I believe a jury is 6 to 12 people. Grand jury can be from 16 to 23 people. And a grand jury is the decision whether a prosecutor should bring an indictment.
Okay.
So there was a famous line that somebody says that a grand jury can indict a ham sandwich. So the grand jury is more to determine whether we should bring an indictment to charge a person with a criminal thing. A jury is more for when we have a trial. It could be, for, it's supposed to be a trial of your peers, basically on a decision of a criminal civil matter. They have to hear basically and make a determination. The grand jury also, let's add, it doesn't have to be unanimous with a grand jury. With a jury, with criminal cases, it usually has to be unanimous. With civil, it's a little different. I don't know exactly the specifics, but the jury is also very much controlled by the instructions that are given by the judge. And we discussed previously in a previous video about appeals. That may be an appealable issue. If, let's say, the judge does not give the proper instructions to the jury, so they're contained within a certain instructions and the instructions were improper, that could raise an appealable issue. But that's basically what a jury is. A jury is more of a decision once you get to the end of it, they're hearing the trial. You can do a trial by judge depending on the scenario, you can request it. But that's what a jury is. A grand jury is more for criminal proceedings, and it's a decision whether to go forward with a criminal charge of an indictment.
Next, we have something that may seem really simple, but this is a question I had, and it's judge versus magistrate judge. The reason why I'm asking this is we all know Judge Peck, right? And if you look at his profile, and a lot of people talk about him as he used to be a magistrate judge, and the question comes up is, well, what is magistrate judge and how is it different from regular judge?
So a regular judge is normally an Article 3 judge under the Constitution, meaning the president nominates him. And let's make a distinction. A magistrate judge, there may be some in state court, but most of it's in a federal context. Because you have state courts and you have federal courts. State courts are different than federal courts. Federal courts is through nomination. In New York, they're actually, they get elected, basically.
Got it.
Just get elected. And some people think that that's not a good thing because you go to the ballot, who's this judge? Right. So, but that's a separate issue. But with federal judges, they get nominated, they get approved by the Senate. A magistrate is appointed for a term. They have certain authorities. They do not have the same authority as judges, but the magistrate judges are basically there to help the judges. A lot of what they do in our context is they basically handle the discovery work, because that's basically pre-trial. Because what happens is we're not at the trial, this is all part of the discovery phase, so they'll handle that. They might handle the first appearance for a criminal defendant, set bail. They're basically there to assist the judge. So their role is more of all the stuff before we get to where the judge needs to make decisions, maybe on the motions, depending on the motion, or like basically presiding over the trial, that would be the judge. But the magistrate judge hears all the stuff that's pre-trial pretty much. Obviously, I'm not drawing all the distinctions, but that's what it basically is. So a magistrate judge is appointed for a term. A judge is basically, under federal law, is nominated for life.
That's very well explained. All right, guys, thank you very much. If you got any more legal terms you're looking to have explained, put them in the comment section below. Thank you, Yitzi, for joining us. Don't forget to follow eDiscovery on social media networks listed on your screen. And for previous videos, check us out on YouTube. Thank you.